down the hill. And he does. 2 points away from winning this game and getting to the finals. Durker with a strong move. Lead is down to 3. And Indonesia will call a timeout as they try to plot the final play, what could be the final play of this game. If you look at the backside of that stage, Mr. Agus Mauro is in the black attire, and he is the head of the Indonesian basketball group. There he is, right there behind the Vietnam team. And he is anticipating a win here in what could be a very big win for Indonesia. Vietnam still knocking at the door. This is not yet over, but Vietnam needs to play good defense. Pangesio, 2 points away. Sanjaya for the win as he steps back and he drills it. My goodness! Let's see. Will they call it a 2-point shot or just a 1-point shot? It looked like it was in the 2-point area, but I may be wrong. Oh, it's just a 1-point shot. Let's watch it again. Looks like his right foot, right there. The right foot was on the line, so it's just a 1-point shot. So Vietnam is still alive, but barely. 4-point lead for Indonesia with less than a minute remaining. Vietnam needs a big basket here. Perhaps a 2-point variety. Tran. He will drive and they will let him go. No. They kick it out to Din for 2. No. Rebound by Tran. Time is running out. He will take a long 2. Short. Durker picks it up. He will try his own luck. And he drills it from the corner. So the lead is down to 2. They are still alive. That is Vietnam. But Indonesia just needs 1 point. And Pangesio loses the ball. Now Vietnam can tie with a 2-point shot with 28 seconds to go. What a turn of events here. Neither team is giving an inch. Then to Tran. Open for 2. No! It remains with the white of Vietnam. Vietnam asking for a foul on that shot by Tran. The same way that Aziz has been called and given those free throws. Only 18 seconds remaining. 11 seconds on the shot clock of Vietnam. They need a 2-point basket here. No ifs, no buts. Although Indonesia is in the penalty. So that is a factor that could be big. If they can draw a foul, that's Vietnam. That could lead to 2 free throws with 18 seconds to go. Durker is the main man. Din needs to score. Here they go. Tran looking for that space in the 2-point area. It's still Tran. Durker for 2. No. Rebound picked up by Pangesio. This could be it. And he traveled. Another opportunity here for Vietnam. Wow. Just when you think it's over, he forgets how to play basketball. Here's Tran. A second to go. No more time. And the defense of Pangesio redeems himself. And Indonesia will win this one. Revenging their earlier loss to Vietnam. Indonesia with a hot start. Led by as many as 9. They never look back. And they will go to the finals, beating Vietnam 20-18. Winning and making it to the finals of 3x3 basketball versus the Philippines. Some of the highlights of this game. Indonesia started like a house on fire here. They led with as many as 9 points. Vietnam came back slowly, crawling back into this game. But it was at the end just a deficit that was too big to come back from. As Sanjaya giving some room, and then finally the defense of Indonesia to give them the win. What a win for Indonesia. They almost cracked under pressure. Still, it was a good win, and that will book them a final seat versus the Philippines in 3x3 men's basketball. Right now, we will be featuring our third place game in the women's side. Two teams that failed to make it to the finals, but still, a bronze medal awaits for the winner of this game. It'll be Vietnam versus Team Malaysia.
The team wearing the white jerseys, which is Malaysia. So Team Malaysia, get ready, because here comes
Team Malaysia lost to Thailand 16-14 in the semifinals. And Team Malaysia is composed of Thai Chia Kian. Of course, there's Pang Hui Pin and Yap Foki, number 35. Finally, Ting Chow Eng Eugene. They lost in overtime to Thailand in a sorry loss for them. A game that they controlled for most of the way. But Thailand came back from a deficit of 4 points to steal that one in overtime.
And they'll be going up against the team.
And Team Malaysia will go up against
Vietnam.
Team Vietnam. Team Vietnam lost to the Philippines in the semifinals, 21-12. Vietnam is composed of Bui Kim Han, number 60, or rather number 14, Yun Thi Ngoan, number 8, Tran Thi Yen Van, number 23, and Nguyen Ngoc Bic, number 17.
The bronze medal match cast. It's Nguyen Ngoc Bic.
Clearly, the Malaysians are favored in this game.
Team Vietnam, ladies
They almost made it to the finals. But this Vietnam team is a fighting squad. Especially Hyun. Hyun has been a revelation. Very shifty and smart, wily guard of this Vietnam team, or forward. Again, we're coming to you from the Phil Oil Flying V Arena in the heart of Metro Manila, the inaugural staging of 3x3 basketball in the Southeast Asian Games. There is the previous result that we mentioned. Malaysia lost to Thailand in overtime. They had an opportunity, but just couldn't pull through. Vietnam, of course, lost to the Philippines. A overpowering performance by the Philippines. And now they're fighting for the bronze medal in our third place game. Both teams have played so many games, and you can't help but wonder if these two teams are fatigued at the moment. First attempt, too strong, coming from Yap, or rather that is Fang. Vietnam's counterpart, of course, also lost in the men's semifinals, a close game against Indonesia. Malaysia's men's team, however, failed to make it to the semifinals because of a a sorry loss in the last game in the preliminary round against Indonesia. Traveling is called on Bui. This is the final day of 3x3 basketball, and it's been a magnificent staging of this first ever 3x3 competition in the Southeast Asian Games. Stands are beginning to fill up in anticipation of the gold medal games of both men's and women's divisions. Inside, that is Ting missing a turnaround shot from the corner. That is Yun with a 2-point shot, tying the game at 2. Tai with her own 2-point shot, missing that one. Yun with the rebound. So refreshing to see women's basketball in Southeast Asia played at a very high level with emerging squads like Myanmar and Vietnam. Of course, basketball competition is not going to end. 5-on-5 is still on the menu, and that'll begin very soon. In the meantime, Malaysia is on top by 1 here. Tai Chiakian has been a revelation for Malaysian basketball. She's a small player, but she's very smart, very quick. Traveling has been called on Hyun with 8 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Clearly, these two teams are quite tired at the moment, trying to just go through the motions and trying to just hope that they can have a strong finish. Yun with her second deuce of the game. She has 4 points. All of the Vietnamese points. Outside shot by Tai, misses. One more try, and that will fall. And Malaysia back on top by 1. Sidestepping move by Yun. She gets her own miss. Gives it to Bui. Then back to Hyun. Hyun will drive off the glass, and she has all the 5 points of Vietnam. Meantime, Ting with an acrobatic shot. There's a nice screen given by Nguyen on the roll. She misses the layup. Long bomb by Yap, misses. Loose ball picked up by Ting, gives it to Tai, back to Ting, and she goes up for the basket, and Malaysia now on top by 2. Bui missing that one, and Pang with the rebound. Pang Hui Pin gives it to Ting, missing a long shot. Referees have been calling the flop very consistently so far. Inside is Ting, and she just easily puts in the basket as she is was being guarded by the smaller Nguyen, and there's a whistle on the drive by Hyun. Tai is called for the foul, and she seems to be complaining about something. We will have our first timeout on the floor with Malaysia leading by 3 at the 6:11 mark. Again, we're happy to have you with us in our continuing coverage of the Southeast Asian Games. This is the 3x3 competition of the 30th Southeast Asian Games. Here was that last call. I think that's what she was complaining about. Tai was complaining about the offhand of Hyun warding off her own defensive hand. Jump shot there taken by Yap, missing. And that's Ting with a basket inside. It's now a 4-point lead for Malaysia. Bui is nearly losing the ball. Outside shot by That was Yap, and ball will go out. Tai unable to save it, and she's saying that, wasn't I shoved? Looks like a little nudge there coming from Tran. Still a 4-point lead for Malaysia as Vietnam starting very slowly here. Yun, that's her favorite move. This time unsuccessful. Yap gives it inside to Ting, kicks it out to Tai. Tai will drive. Oh, ball fake in the left hand. Almost a spectacular shot. She gets her own miss on the loose ball. Here's Yap from 2. Rebound picked up by Tran. 5 minutes and change remaining as we go halfway into this game. Good move. But that's too strong for Bowie. Ting overcooks that one. Outside shot by Tran, too strong. Rebound, back to Yap. Turns, and there's a whistle against Tran. Sending Yap Fok Yi to the free throw line with 4:43 remaining. This is the bronze medal game between Malaysia and Vietnam. Two teams that were unable to complete their run here, losing in the semifinals to tougher teams. Well, still history will be made here, and a bronze medal will certainly be something that they can look forward to or look back to. This is the first ever 3x3 competition, and winning a medal here will certainly be part of history and their legacy to the game.